and once the wheels are locked, there is no traction available between the road and the tires. Basically, tires are also playing an important role in that. But the vehicle manufacturer will always tune his ABS with his own OEM tires.
Okay.
Now, suppose conclusion we can give that after running 20,000 kilometers, this has tread depth has gone 80% down. Or
Okay.
wet surface, not on the ABS track, but tar road with water film. So that film, we have special tracks to maintain the water film of say 3 to 4 mm.
Okay.
And then you brake in that, and then you will have different readings. So stopping time, stopping distances are different. So you do the same test for all tire.
Hello guys, welcome to Live Industry Voice. So guys, our segment #IndustryWise. Today's guest is Ashish Samant. He is owner of Zen Microsystem. He has expressed 20 years background on automotive testing. So in this episode, we are checking what is the before car launch, what type of testing they are doing, and what type testing in the car, and safety feature, which type of safety feature in the car we are using. So guys, I'm not going to take your time. Let's get started. Hello Ashish sir, welcome to Live Industry Voice.
Yes.
So Ashish sir, please introduce to our audience.
Yeah, I am Ashish Samant from Zen Microsystems, Pune. So we are into automotive testing. So basically we represent a couple of European companies in India, and we sell automotive testing equipments. So these equipments are coming from UK, France and Germany. So we sell this to all Indian automotive manufacturers, tier 1, tier 2 suppliers. Basically, the use of these equipments is to test the vehicles. Basically, there are a lot of testing required for vehicles, like performance testing, handling, brake testing. Then special now new era of testing is coming up with the ADAS testing.
Okay. So miss, the basic question is what is this automotive testing? What type of testing we are doing in automotive?
Yeah, automotive testing, I am in this field for last now almost 22 years.
Okay.
So initially, I have seen all kind of developments happen in last 20 years. So initially, people were not so keen in doing automotive testing. But we saw a lot of changes coming up in last 2 decades. So people have realized that to improve the vehicle design and safety and other functions of the vehicle, durability, so testing is very important need.
So just when we are buying car, so what is the main test safety purpose we can see in the car?
First, the main important aspect of the user should be that what kind of vehicle he needs, whether hatchback or sedan, SUV, and the most important is also their budget. So as per their budget, they have to go and select the proper vehicle. So the very primary features what the user expects is the vehicle safety, and then durability, then what is the aesthetics, features
aesthetic,
the vehicle. And now latest people are also looking for some active passive safety features, ADAS features. So now most of the Indian customers, OEMs, they have ADAS functions in their vehicle.
What is this means active and passive?
Active in safety, there are 2 types of safety systems available in vehicle. So one is active safety. Active safety means a safety taken by a vehicle before crash or before any accident or event. So and the passive safety is the safety taken by the vehicle during the crash or during the accident. So passive safety, you have airbags, then you have almost seat belt restrainers, wind splash.
Okay.
So this kind of features are available in passive safety. Active safety, you have ADAS functions, lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control, AEB, traction control. So these are all active safeties. So these are continuously running when the vehicle is moving.
Yeah, right. So means we can go one by one. Means we can see in car ABS. So what is this ABS?
Yeah, ABS is a very important feature of a vehicle. So ABS means anti-lock braking system. So when the vehicle is suddenly applying brakes, so the normal vehicle, the wheels get locked.
Okay.
And once the wheels are locked, there is no traction available between the road and the tires.
Yeah.
So the vehicle loses its control and it drives anywhere out of the road. So the new feature what was introduced long back was the ABS. So in this, the vehicle is not applying force continuously to the brakes. So it is providing a pulsating force to the brake. So the vehicle doesn't get locked.
Okay.
So the wheels continuously are not locked. They are locked, release, lock, release like this.
Okay.
So the tires also have good traction, and the vehicle is in control and it doesn't just drifts away from them.
Okay.
So this also works in wet surfaces, especially ABS testing is done on ceramic flooring. Like we have special tracks in Chennai and other places where they have ceramic tracks with the water sprinklers.
Okay.
So normal our asphalt roads, they have coefficient of friction as 1, but the ceramic it is 0.1.
Okay.
So if your vehicle stops on that, then it can stop anywhere.
Okay. So basically means before this all these tires companies, they are testing this type of.
Yeah, tires basically tires are also playing an important role in that. But the vehicle manufacturer will always tune his ABS with his own OEM tires.
Okay.
Now suppose one vehicle is coming with some brand of tire, so then they will use only that tire to tune their ABS.
Okay.
So the OEM supplier, suppose he is taking a brand A tire, and then the ABS is also tuned with the same tires, because that tire is providing you a specific grip.
Yeah.
So if you change the tire, the entire picture will change, because the grip, everything will change.
Right. So basically this braking is important in the tire.
Yeah,
So,
braking is a very important feature of vehicle.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of brake testing.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of customers who are ABS manufacturers, brake system manufacturers, brake liner manufacturers. So their main aim is to see what is the minimum stopping distance and stopping time.
Okay.
So in a standard brake test, we take stopping distance, stopping time. Then one important parameter is the MFDD, that is mean fully developed deceleration.
Okay.
And the other part is your brake force.
Okay.
So we also have a load cell fitted on the brake pedal, so which how much force is applied by the driver's feet. So that force is also important. So during homologation, they also see the driver force, pedal force, we call it as pedal force, stopping time and stopping distance, and MFD. So these are the main homologation criteria.
Okay.
So every type of vehicle have different regulations. So that vehicle should fit in that regulation. Stopping time should be in that.
Yeah, and basic ways I'm asking, when we are seeing in highways, there are some vehicle are running, they are testing that vehicle or tire something. So what type of what period they are testing this type of tire?
Normally when you see a lot of vehicle, camouflage vehicles running on the vehicle, on the roads, and then they Basically, they run day to day, say covering say mileage accumulation.
Okay.
So they do 50,000, 1 lakh kilometers or 2 lakh kilometers. So just to see the durability of the vehicle.
Okay.
So we also do some special projects for two-wheeler tires.
Okay.
So we take up four or five vehicles, and then we put different tires on the vehicles and run all five vehicles on same tracks, same road.
Okay.
So the tire bike is same, rider is same, road is same, but the tire is different.
Okay.
So we run this for almost 20,000, 30,000 kilometers. So per day we run around 300 to 400 kilometers. And then we monitor the tire wear. So we also measure the tire tread depth measurements every 5,000 kilometers or as per the requirement. And then we see how the tread depth is going down.
Okay.
So then you have different tread depths for all different tires. So whichever tire the wear is fast, which tire is hard, like we can differentiate. And finally, conclusion we can give that after running 20,000 kilometers, this has tread depth has gone 80% down or 50%. So tire life can be calculated.
And basically, this when we are buying vehicle, any other, that time that vehicle manufacturer tire, that quality is good, and we are taking from supplier means aftermarket. So that life is less compared to this. Means why this difference is coming?
No, generally our experience is opposite.
Okay.
So OEM tires they have smaller tread depths.
Okay.
So maybe that must be a cost cutting
Okay.
option. But the OEM tires are always having smaller tread depths.
Okay.
Say 2 to 3 mm difference out there. So
Right.
so if you buy aftermarket tire for the same bike, same brand, same pattern, then you will find more tread depth on the aftermarket tire.
Okay. So, and this in vehicle, this brake testing is working. So, what type of testing we do in brake testing?
Brake testing we can do two types major. One is a dry brake testing, so which is done on a dry asphalt road.
Okay.
And we see the stopping distance, stopping time. We also do similar projects like we have one vehicle with 5 set of tires. So we do brake test say 60 to 0, 80 to 0, 100 to 0 on dry.
Okay.
And same on the wet surface.
Okay.
Wet surface not on the ABS track, but tar road with water film. So that film we have special tracks to maintain the water film of say 3 to 4 mm.
Okay.
And then you brake in that, and then you will have different readings. So stopping time, stopping distances are different. So you do the same test for all tires.
Okay.
And then see the comparison, whose stopping distance is less. The most important part in this is the driver. So we always use skilled test drivers. So their driving consistency is very high.
Okay.
So if I see minute difference in tires, stopping time, so that is only because of the tire. So we are sure that the driver has not made any mistake. So driving consistency is very high.
Okay.
So he will never make means applying brake. His style of applying brake will be same for all tires.
Okay.
So ऐसा नहीं कि अभी जोर से brake दबाए.
Yeah.
Not like that. So that stopping time for same vehicle जो readings है. So they will be very close readings. Like
Okay.
suppose some vehicle has say 35.57. So next brake test it will be 35.61. Like so that 35 remains constant.
Okay.
So that is called as the driving consistency.
Yeah, okay.
So now, if you change the tire and do the same test, and if I get say 42 distance,
Okay.
then that difference is due to the tire only, not through the driver.
Okay. And this testing is mainly work on which vehicle, means starting phase vehicle or means
Yeah.
test to time to
The
time.
OEMs they test their first prototypes or
Okay.
all prototypes, and then they also do the pre-homologation test.
Okay.
So before submitting vehicle to the homologation authorities, so they want to be sure that our vehicle will not fail.
Okay.
So they do all pre-homologation tests like acceleration test. Now acceleration test also has many different criteria like 0 to 40, 0 to 60, 100, and they also do in-gear acceleration. So in-gear acceleration means say 30 to 50 in second gear, 40 to 100 in fourth gear, so 40 to 120 in fifth gear, like that. So these are the criteria. So some vehicle you will find like they go 0 to 80 very fast.
Okay.
But from 80 to 100, they take a lot of time.
Yeah, right.
So this is because the gear ratio of that vehicle is not properly adjusted.
Yeah.
So if you see the timings, the data like 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, so those are called as delta time.
Okay.
So those delta time are almost same till 80.
Okay.
But 80 to 90, 90 to 100 will be almost double like because the gearbox is not tuned properly. So the performance falls after 80.
Okay.
So till 80. So people say, oh, our vehicle is running very fast till 80, and then afterwards it is not running properly. So that is the reason behind that. So that is the important thing, that in-gear acceleration is also important. So which gear is optimized gear for that particular speed. And then you also do a lot of modes. Now every car has different driving modes. One eco mode, normal mode, and sports mode.
Sports mode, yeah.
So in that the ECU is also programmed with different programs.
Right.
So you also have to do the acceleration test in all modes. So which mode is economical? Which economical mode is a balance between the power and the fuel economy.
Okay.
So people want fuel economy. So it will also give less power.
Yes.
That is the performance of the vehicle is slightly compromised.
Okay.
Then second is the balance one. So you get more power also and slightly less fuel. In sports modes, there is no question of fuel economy, so only there is a power. So there is a drastic difference in the sports mode and the eco mode and normal mode. So in acceleration, you have to test the vehicle in all modes. Later, then you can also do some handling test. So handling test is a complete vehicle dynamics performance of the vehicle. So when you are maneuvering suddenly through some like in day-to-day life, if someone comes in between, so you just move the vehicle slightly on the right side or left side. So that is a sudden change of dynamics of the vehicle. So to perform those tests, we have different tests, like one is called a slalom test.
Okay.
So slalom test means we have 5 to 7 cones. So the width of the cone is depend on the wheelbase of the vehicle. So you have to go alternate through the cones.
Okay.
So that is a transient movement of the vehicle. Okay. So suddenly you are moving right side, suddenly you are left side. So that makes you give you the transient response of the vehicle. So the major parameter what we measure in this one is your roll angle, lateral G. That is how much G you are getting like that.
Right.
This is the lateral G. And your yaw rate. Yaw rate is a vehicle turning acuteness of the vehicle turn.
Yes.
So these are the important parameters. So
Okay.
If the vehicle handling is bad, then from the data itself, we can figure out ki this vehicle has not so good in vehicle handling.
Yeah, right.
Then second test, we have lane change. So
Yeah.
in day-to-day life, when you are overtaking some vehicle, so you suddenly come out of the lane and drives fast.
Yeah.
So that is single lane, but now single lane change.
Okay.
But now when you are overtaking and suddenly one vehicle comes
Right.
in front of you,
Right.
and again you go on this side.
Right. Yeah.
So that is called as a double lane change.
Double line change.
So double lane change is also depend as per the regulations. So the pattern of the movement vehicle travel is fixed. So if you see the regulation, the cones are fitted as per the dimension of the vehicle.
Okay.
So ISO, it is as per the ISO rules.
Okay. So
So entry point of the vehicle, exit point of the vehicle,
right.
and the width of the straight part.
Yeah.
It is defined by the width of the vehicle and the length of the vehicle.
Right. So yeah, when we are in a highway, when overtaking us, that time we suddenly coming same direction.
Correct.
So vehicle will be balanced that time also.
Yes.
Yeah. So sir, please explain this ADAS function, how this works, and what type of this ADAS functions in car.
Yeah, nowadays most of the cars, they have new features like ADAS functions. So the main features in ADAS is a lane departure warning.
Okay.
Then we have AEB, that is autonomous emergency braking. Then ACC, that is adaptive cruise control.
Okay.
And some vehicles, they also have BLIS, that is blind spot detection.
Okay.
So now in some advanced vehicles, you also have lane assist.
Right.
So it is slightly advanced version of lane departure. So lane departure means if the vehicle is going out of the lane, then there is a camera and radar fitted on the windscreen of the vehicle. So the radar keeps on monitoring the road, and the cameras keep monitoring the lines on the road.
Okay.
So if the vehicle is drifting outside, then as soon as it comes closer to the line, it will give you warning. So this warning will come in type of like some audio warning.
Okay.
In some vehicles, you have steering shakes.
Okay. Vibrate.
So steering vibrates.
Yeah.
And some audio alarm is also available.
Okay.
In lane assist, your vehicle, once it's try to drift, and then you will get the steering vibration, and the steering itself will correct the vehicle.
Okay.
So automatic steering correction will be there. So then it will again bring the vehicle back to the track. So if there are two marked lines on the road, the lane assist function will never allow the vehicle to go out of that.
Okay.
If you want to go out of that line, you have to give the indicator. Use the indicator. So if you want to go to left side, you use left indicator. Then lane assist is disabled.
Okay.
Time being, and then you are allowed to go outside. And then once you are on the other lane, once you switch off the indicator, it will again follow the other line.
Yeah. Right.
Because nowadays every road you have good
Line
marking.
Yes.
So there is no issue. Second is the ACC, adaptive cruise control. Means normal vehicles, they have normal cruise control. Means suppose you set the cruise control at 80, and then you are going at a constant 80 speed. But if some vehicle comes in front of you,
Right.
and he is at a lesser speed, then you have to manually brake.
Right.
So once you apply the brake, your cruise control setting is disabled. So this is a normal cruise control.
Okay.
But now in case of ADAS ACC function, so it is called adaptive cruise control. So the radar fitted on the vehicle is monitoring the speed of the vehicle in front of. So he will correct your adaptive setting,
Okay.
speed setting
Yeah.
to that front vehicle.
Okay.
So in our testing, we call this is a subject car where you are sitting, and the car in front of you is your target car.
Okay.
So the speed of the target car is automatically set in the subject car, and it will keep a constant gap.
Okay.
So in some vehicle, you can also there is setting to keep how much close you have to be with the target.
Right.
So how close? So say 20 meter or 25 meter or 30 meter like this. So that setting is also available. So once you set the adaptive cruise control, you will keep that gap constant.
Okay.
Now when the target vehicle accelerates,
Yeah.
and
That's
if
great.
your cruise speed is more,
Okay.
then your vehicle will also accelerate.
Okay.
And if he brakes, your vehicle will also brake automatically.
It's totally automatic.
Yeah, automatic. And if you come to the toll gate, so now normally on toll gate there is a stop and go traffic. So one vehicle is going, stopping, going. So your vehicle will also follow the target car. But you will have to be very careful, because once he pays the toll and he goes, your vehicle also goes. So at that time you have to brake, because you have to pay the toll.
Right.
So that is one funny part of that ACC.
Yeah. Right. Maybe a speed breaker also there.
So yeah,
The speed.
only thing the ACC doesn't work on curves.
Okay.
So what happens that it is not sensing the GPS maps. So suppose you are cruising at 100 and suddenly there is a turn. So then it is slightly risky that you are turning at that same speed.
Okay.
So in my opinion, it should also sense the GPS maps.
Right.
If there is a curve, then the cruise control speed should come down. So that is my opinion.
Okay.
The second feature is
Yeah, just in this you said that radar. So can you just explain where this fitting or how this radar?
basically the radar is fitted on the windscreen, top of the windscreen.
Okay.
It is pointing the road,
Okay.
and there is also a camera. So camera is also pointed on the road, and then it is continuously sensing the road traffic.
Okay.
So I'm just explaining the AEB, how AEB works. So autonomous emergency braking is there are two types. So one is static point. So static point means suppose there is some stationary object in the road. So that is not moving, but you are moving.
Right.
So if there is some vehicle is standing in between the road, so that becomes your static point.
Okay.
And you are coming, and your vehicle will sense that vehicle, and it will stop automatically.
Okay.
So that is called as a autonomous emergency braking. So in that, the main important is the stopping time, stopping distance. So every vehicle is calculating the time to collision, like at what time. Suppose you are coming at 40, the time to collision will be more. If you are coming at 100, then the time to collision will be very less.
Okay.
So in that case, that is a static point testing that comes as a testing also. And moving point also. Moving point means when two vehicles are following back to back.
Right.
So subject and target vehicles are going at a constant speed, and suddenly the target vehicle stops. So then your vehicle also should stop automatically.
Okay.
So that is called as a AEB moving point.
Okay.
And in static points, you can also consider the vernacular road users, like suppose a pedestrian is crossing, some animal is crossing. So the camera also senses, and radar also senses those objects. So even if you are at say 5 or 10 km per hour, if someone comes in between, your vehicle is dead stop.
Okay. Is normal means without radar car they are using like autopilot, like
No, without radar. Nahi.
without
Yeah.
blind.
Blind spot detection means every driver when he's driving, so he cannot see the rear part or the side part. So these are called as the blind spots of the vehicle. So C-pillar or you cannot see because of the C-pillar of the vehicle. So this in this we get some protection functions, like when the vehicle, someone is in the blind spot. So if you are changing lane and then suddenly a vehicle is in your blind spot on the right side or left side, so then you get a warning. So these warnings are coming from the camera fitted below the ORMs, the mirrors. So there is one flashlight in the mirror itself. So this is called as blind spot. So some functions, some vehicles have blind spot, not the everyone. But in India, Indian traffic condition, we really it is not required because it will be continuously on. Because we even in ADAS vehicles, the sensitivity of the vehicle, like to sense the object, is very high. Even if someone is standing 3 feet away from the vehicle, so your vehicle starts giving you warning. So which is not feasible in Indian traffic condition, because we really drive very closely.
Yes, exactly.
So your vehicle warns you continuously. So some vehicles, they have a function to reduce that guard. So then if you reduce that guard, then that 3 feet it can come to 1 feet. So you get less warnings. So this is the main function of the blind spot. And the new two functions which are coming up now, which is the rear cross traffic. So suppose you are in the parking and you are moving out and suddenly a car is coming on the highway, like so then it gives you a warning. And
Is it car is stop or?
it will give warning and it will stop. Suppose you are coming out of a parking slot, and then suddenly some cycle guy or some small kid is coming, so the vehicle stops. Also, we have door opening warning. This is a very new.
Means this is not
Suppose
currently not in vehicle.
in a blind spot, someone is coming, like, and you suddenly open the door. So the door will give you a warning, like someone is there in the blind spot. Suppose a cycle guy is coming and opening the door, and it will warn you that there's a vehicle coming.
Yeah, sometimes we park the car in between road and we are,
and you try to open the door, and then due to traffic, he may hit you. So that's why you get that warning. So this is new two ADAS functions coming in the vehicles.
So
one important function is also called as a park assist.
Park assist.
Automatic parking.
Is it coming under the ADAS or?
This is also ADAS function. So because finally it is guiding, assisting the driver to park. So in park assist, it automatically senses the slot available. Suppose there are two vehicles parked and there is a slot in between, and if you go initially to activate the park assist, you have to select the park assist in the vehicle, and then which side you want to park, that indicator you have to on. Suppose you have parking lot on the right side, then switch on the right indicator and move, and then the vehicle will sense that there is a slot, and now this slot, whether it is lengthwise big or depthwise big, so that on that basis the vehicle will decide whether to do parallel parking or perpendicular parking. So that is vehicle's decision. So it will show you that the slot has got the slot
on screen that is showing you.
So it will show you that it is parallel parking or perpendicular. So once you select, it will guide you that engage your reverse gear, and then you leave the steering and you just control the brake and accelerate,
Okay.
and then the vehicle will park it.
Okay. And sir, when we are sitting in car, na, so that time rear passenger AC vent is coming very slowly. So any testing do in this automotive? What type of testing is?
Yes, so most of the vehicles, they have good climate control systems. So some vehicles also have dual climate control.
Yeah, means
So rear side, right side passenger can set his own temperature.
right.
Left side can set his own temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Now some vehicle, they have 3 zone climate control. So the rear passengers also can set their own temperature.
Okay.
So basically, the airflow should be uniform. Like we have done one big testing with almost 25 vehicles.
Okay.
So I have done one media event also on.
Okay.
So we have our aim was to see the performance of the AC.
AC. Okay.
So we did in a very hot area temperature zone. So you soak the car in sun. So soak the car means when you leave your car in parking, open parking.
Right.
So your vehicle gets heat. So once you open the door, you feel a very heat blow on your face. So that temperature is almost in the range of 60-62 degrees.
Okay.
So when you leave your car, you are soaking the car in sun. So we have followed one procedure to measure that particular temperatures. So we have mounted temperature sensors in all 8 locations.
Okay.
So 2 front AC vents, driver seat, passenger seat, rear passenger, rear right, rear left passengers, and 1 sensor in the center, so which is giving you the overall cabin temperature.
Okay.
And 1 is the ambient temperature. So we start logging when the vehicle is getting soaked. So we leave it for say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then we suddenly open the doors and get inside and see what is the temperature, and then it's almost 60-62 degrees. And now you start the vehicle and start the AC. So AC, we have maintained the mode of AC correctly in all vehicles. So it is all full speed, front blow. So even now you start, we are already measuring the temperature. So as soon as you start the AC, the temperature starts coming down.
Okay.
And then we had a run, say 5 kilometer running of the vehicle. And then we found that what is the vent temperature, what is the driver passenger temperature.
Right.
So what is the distribution for front people and the rear people.
Okay.
So after say 5 kilometer run, we measured the average cabin temperature.
Okay.
So we rated the vehicle as per the drop in temperature in first 5 minutes. What was the drop in temperature in 10 minutes? And then what is the distribution, front and rear. And plus we also measured the airflow. So with the anemometers. So what is the maximum blow you are getting, and what is the sound level you are getting. So if you switch on the AC full, you get a lot of sound.
Right.
So that sound is, we also measured that sound with the sound meter. So we found some cars, they are very silent, and even if it is full blow, the noise levels are very high, and the air is distributed everywhere in the cabin. So it's not coming directly on your face. So the noise level is also less. The blow is also less.
Okay.
Whereas, in terms of the blow is coming only on the front, but this flow is coming all over the vehicle.
Okay.
So that blow is not felt. So the temperature drops very efficiently. So we have some cars where you get very pleasant cooling down of the vehicle in very short time. So this was a big exercise we did with one
Which
TV show.
okay.
So we did almost for 1 year we did 30 vehicles, and next year we did almost 26 vehicles.
Okay.
So whatever vehicles were launched in that that year, we tested those vehicles.
Okay. So means which one is the best car in 20 car?
I don't remember now the results, but we categorize in the vehicle like hatchback, sedan, or
Okay.
SUV, premium vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Volvo was best in that. Yeah, because it has got efficient cooling,
Yeah, right.
and the cooling was from all side of the cabin. So each sensor data was coming down at an equal rate.
Right.
So that we observed in that.
Yeah, when we are buying car, so rear side also AC vent is required.
Event should be
Required and
we had experience like in some vehicle you have only front AC,
yeah.
and so rear, now if it is like say Innova type vehicle,
Right.
so you have 3 rows.
Yes.
So the front AC is full. So the front people are freezing, the middle people are okay, and the last people are burning like.
Right. But I think there is some AC vent also between.
But that efficiency of blow is not so properly designed. So only you get more blast in the front side and nothing in the rear.
Right. Yes, sir. That is interesting discussion on this all these functions. So majorly we are normally our people when we are buying the fuel efficient car, we are buying Indian people. So nowadays we are buying safety cars also.
Yeah.
So they are checking that global NCAP how much rating in this car.
Correct.
So what is this means mainly? What is this global NCAP and what is star rating means?
Yeah, basically now most of the people, they are also looking for safety ratings of the car.
Yeah.
So this is very important parameter which they should see when they are buying the vehicle. So nowadays we are following the European regulation that is called as Euro NCAP.
Okay.
So new car assessment program.
Okay.
So in that we have a certain type of test we do. So in India we have done some crash tests initially so that was the first 2 laboratories in India, one was AIR and Tata Motors. So in that we have frontal crash, full frontal crash.
Okay.
Then 40% offset crash.
Okay.
So 40% offset crash is more severe than the full frontal.
Okay.
Then side crash.
Frontal crash means
Directly
directly
the vehicle
dashing
to the barrier.
Barrier. Okay.
So the full vehicle contact with the barrier.
Barrier. Okay.
But in 40% there is one more small barrier.
Okay.
40% offset means it is a simulation of car-to-car crash.
Okay.
So when you are overtaking someone and some vehicle is coming, then 40% of that car and 40% of your car gets collided.
Right.
So that is called as a 40% offset crash. So that is more severe. And then you have side crash. And some you can also do pole testing.
Okay.
Pole crash.
Okay.
Then in this you have certain criteria, like we use crash test dummies in these vehicles. So these dummies are nothing but the exact replica of human beings.
Okay.
So as they are called as hybrid 3 biofidelic anthropomorphic dummies. So hybrid 3 means it's the size of the dummy. So
Okay.
as compared to the US population,
Right.
90%. So 95th percentile, we say 95th percentile hybrid 3. So 95th percentile means US population height and weight of the body. 95% of the vehicle people have the same height, weight, body.
Right.
So that percentile dummy. So they use 95th percentile. So our height body is not so big like US. So we use 50th percentile.
Yeah. As
Biofidelic means response to the impact
uh-huh.
is exactly same as human beings. So suppose someone slaps you,
Uh-huh.
so how your body will move,
Uh-huh.
the same movement of will happen to the dummy.
Uh-huh.
So that is biofidelic.
Uh-huh.
And anthropomorphic means the anatomy of the dummy is exactly same as the human being. Like in dummies, main part is the skin part.
Okay.
So the main anatomy skeleton is made of aluminum,
Okay.
but the skin on the dummy is very important. So wherever you have less skin,
Uh-huh.
so dummy also has less skin. So if you hit someone on this part, how much impact you will get? Same impact you will get on that.
Okay.
So these dummies are instrumented
Mhm.
with almost 30-35 sensors.
Yeah.
So you have head sensors, neck,
Right.
thorax, then femur.
Uh-huh.
So these are all sensors fitted in the dummy. And when you do a crash, then we measure the impacts.
Uh-huh.
What are the criteria, head injury criteria? Then
Uh-huh.
these are different kind of analysis we can do. And then on that basis, they decide the ratings. So suppose now, front passengers, how safe they are. So airbags. So after firing the airbags,
Uh-huh.
what is the contact patch? Then how the dummy is safe. So if you see the NCAP report, you will see a dummy with full green.
Yes.
That
Right.
means each part of the dummy is safe.
Right.
In some cases you'll see this part green, legs are yellow.
Yeah.
That means the legs are not so safe.
Right.
So there may be leg injuries.
Okay.
So on that basis they decide the star. Then second is the child occupants.
Okay.
So adult occupants, child occupants,
Right. Yeah.
and then you also have pedestrian safety.
Okay.
So suppose you hit a pedestrian. Now some vehicles they have active bonnet system.
Uh-huh.
The bonnet will also have a airbag.
Uh-huh.
So once a pedestrian falls on your bonnet, so there is a airbag. So his head is protected.
Okay.
So that kind of safety ratings they have decided. So on that basis they give the stars.
Okay.
So as per that rating now, I think India is also coming up with the new Bharat NCAP.
Yeah. Recently,
So-
this Nitin Gadkari is launched.
Yeah,
this
Nitin Gadkari
Bharat
has
NCAP
launched
rating.
this. So same regulations will be followed in that.
Yeah.
So even I am keen to see new what is new in that.
Yeah.
How it is different from NCAP.
Yeah. I think there's from this 1st October they have launched this.
Yeah,
And,
every car should have 6 airbags.
Yeah, 6. No, they have this decision back now. Previously, they have taken this 6 back. Now they said that we should test in Bharat NCAP. So that vehicle should be airbag. So this is not mandatory now. With this testing also, this is not mandatory. Like Europe, they have this NCAP rating is mandatory. But they have not recently this. They said that it is not mandatory. So which vehicle they want to show in this?
Yeah, I have also worked in this safety, occupant safety for almost 6 years. I have done couple of crash tests in India.
Okay.
Then seat belt testing, airbag testing. These are also important aspects of the crash.
So Ashish sir, before this Zen microsystem, this automotive equipment, what is your profile back? What is your experience?
Yeah, basically I worked in the field of sales and service both.
Okay.
Initially, my first job was as a sales engineer.
Okay.
So after that, then I worked almost for 6 years as a service engineer.
Okay.
So in that, I was in the field of this crash testing.
Okay.
We used to do a lot of equipment supply for the crash test equipments and installation training. And then that time in India, there was no one who can do this test. So we set up the first facility at ARI.
Okay.
And then due to some manpower, I was working for ARI.
Okay.
So we used to do a lot of crash testing or seat belt testing, then airbag testing.
Okay.
So almost 6 years I was in this field. Later then I started my own business in 2001.
2001. Okay.
Yeah. So I've been through mostly my journey is through automotive testing only. But only from destructive automotive testing I came into the automotive testing.
Okay. Okay. So, Miss, your ground level experience you have. So,
Yeah.
your service industry means a sales.
Yes, I was in a very different field. The first job I was into traffic signals and energy management systems.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
In the second job, I was in the sales we used to manufacture a lot of equipment for wire and wire industry,
Okay. 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 Okay.
wire and rope industries. So
Okay. Means you are shifting that
yeah,
industry to
so
automotive.
in that case,
automotive
in that field, I traveled all over India.
Mhm.
I got a lot of experience in traveling.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So that became a part of my life. So
Right. Right.
today also I travel a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So and then I came suddenly in this crash field.
Okay. Okay.
So then that was a very good opportunity to learn a lot of things. And then
Yeah. Yeah.
we used to same business model we used to run. Like we used to represent couple of foreign companies in India.
Yeah.
So after studying for 6 years, then I also started the same model. Like I also start representing companies in India.
Okay.
So
Okay.
today we also represent 5 companies in India. So we sell their products.
Okay. Okay. So, and just can you compare just before this 2000 automotive testing and nowadays, what you are showing this difference?
There's big difference. So earlier people when we used to start selling our products, so our main challenge was to teach the people like
Yeah.
how this equipment will be useful to you. So the first question from the customers was, what is the use of this equipment?
Yeah.
What we can do with this? So then slowly, like my first customer was a media person. So with him, I also learned a lot of things. And then when I approached the industry, then I had to first initially, instead of telling more about my equipment, I have to teach them that you have to do this kind of test. So
Right.
this test you will be helpful if you use our products. So then people started thinking, "Arey, this is a good equipment," and then a lot of demand started coming.
Right.
The first 3-4 years we were very at the basic level, but still people started learning. Even my learning experience was also
Right.
going on. Like people used to ask me like this kind of test, how to do this test, what kind of data will be generated, then how to do the analysis.
Right.
So that become more challenging to us. Like okay, we have done a new type of test. How to analyze this data?
Right.
What is the conclusion? How to compare vehicles? Then at that time, benchmarking was very, very important.
Right.
So then we started thinking how to benchmark vehicle. What do you mean by benchmarking the vehicle? So then we started testing different cars, comparing the data like acceleration of this car, what is the difference? Then we started understanding the difference. So nowadays people are quite learned, educated now, so they do a lot of new testing. But still, our product demand is on the higher side.
Yeah, very high side. Yeah.
So we also gear up ourselves with the latest testing trends and
Yes. Because of this, our automotive field, our GDP is growing.
automotive field has gone up like anything. So the latest trends for now EV is coming.
Yeah, EVs, yeah.
Most of the vehicles are getting converted into EVs. So in EV testing is become a very different kind of testing.
Okay.
So there's no engine, so you have to monitor all battery parameters,
yeah.
battery management system parameters,
Mhm.
performance, brake test, handling, that remains same.
Right.
But now the battery management ECUs, data coming from their ECUs. So this data is different. Like
Mhm.
what data we analyze for the IC engine,
Mhm.
now this is the different.
Mhm.
So things are changed now. So in EV, most of the vehicles are getting EV now.
Okay.
So there are a lot of two-wheelers. We have a lot of two-wheeler customers,
Mhm.
three-wheeler customers, cars and buses also.
Yeah. I think this cost.
Tire industry is also developing special tires for EV.
Okay, lightweight.
Because, lightweight and low rolling resistance.
Okay.
So like normal tire, consider example of say Reva. So we did some testing with Reva long back. So in Reva there were 3 import systems. So one was tire, one was the battery and the battery management. So only body was Indian. So rest 3 things were imported. So that tire was a silicon tire. So it was having very low resistance. So low resistance means it travels more distance.
Okay.
In one test we conduct for tires which is called as a coast down. Coast down means you drive say 100 and leave the vehicle in neutral and switch off the engine. Then the vehicle rolls down till 0. So that particular time and the distance covered is different for different tires. Suppose the tire having low resistance, then it will go for a longer distance. If it is not having good rolling resistance, it stops earlier. So in Reva, same thing happened, that the silicon tire was running for say 85 kilometers, and if you fit a normal tire, it was going only 60-65 kilometers. So 20 kilometer difference was coming. Like
Okay.
so nowadays, I think many companies are developing special tires for EV.
Okay. Yeah. So, sir, before this hour ending this podcast, so what you suggest to people, what type of car they have to buy when they are buying the car? What type of they have to just checklist? So
Yeah, the first the beginning what I said was first is the type of the vehicle. What
which type of vehicle they have?
sedan,
Yeah.
SUV or hatchback. Secondly, you select the feature list.
Feature list, what's they required? Yeah.
Features, then in-cabin features. Then second is your aesthetics. Also, one important aspect which no one sees is the ergonomics.
Yeah.
So ergonomics is like when you sit in the car, how you feel that car,
Right.
how the your dashboard is approachable to you. Like if the driver's seat is the most ergonomic seat.
Yeah.
So the driver should be easily approached to all controls in the vehicle. So the most wrong thing in the vehicle is that the windscreen glass button
Yeah, right.
is slightly at the rear side. So when you do it, your elbow hits the
In back side.
back side.
Yeah.
So that should not happen actually. So it should be exactly where your hand is. So that is the ergonomics. So you have to sit in the vehicle. If you sit in 5-6 vehicle, you will able to understand. That vehicle is better. So in this way, you can make choices. Then again, safety features. Nowadays, most of the vehicle have equal safety features.
Yes, sir.
And also, if he has got some more budget, he can think of some ADAS functions.
So ADAS function cars, which
First, also main selection is your whether you want petrol, diesel, or EV.
Yeah.
That is the main selection.
Right. Ashish sir, it was great connecting with you, and our discussion is very interesting. I hope audience also interact this our discussion. And if you have any last message to our audience, if you want to share.
Yeah, I am also very thankful to you.
Yeah.
Giving me a wonderful opportunity.
Yes.
So my main message to the audience is like, you should always drive carefully, use seat belts, and follow the traffic rules. So never do rash driving.
Okay.
So that will kill you as well as the surrounding people.
Yes. Okay. So Ashish sir, thank you so much
Thank you.
for coming
Yeah.
live in Test Device.
Yeah.
See you soon, sir.
Thank you.